in youth church, I used to have a pastor called Tony Kiama. Tony Kiama used to say, Sunday, church doesn't happen on Sunday. Christianity is all about Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
And so therefore, you who's done a live stream, what are you doing Monday to Saturday? That is the big question. Second part of the strategy comes in here.
Yeah.
Which is now the digital exclusive execution. Here's where you do exclusive content to be able to feed your flock. Sunday is the days for praise and worship, and also the days for healing wounds of the army.
It's a garage day.
Exactly, garage day, as Kenjie likes saying. So by the time people come back on Sunday, what are you feeding them Monday to Saturday? And remember, you as the church, as the body, or even church, the people, we are the guys who are the culture shaping icons. We are shaping what is happening in society.
And you know, actually, what I feel we've derived that is from, originally the church was actually meant to be in small groups and used to meet at home, if you read from the book of Acts. And I was listening to this podcast by a guy called Moses Mukisa, and he talks about building missional communities. And what is that all about? It is the fact that when we come on Sunday, that's corporate worship. When we move out into the week, that's when we are on the battlefield. That's when we are going to do the mandate each and every person has been given. And for that, we need to engage in a very smart way. So many people say it starts with content, but let me tell you, it starts by listening. You know what, you can't start feeding people when you haven't heard them. So it starts by first listening to your audience. Who exactly are you targeting? Listen to their needs, then now produce the content. So I love how honestly Mavuno executed live stream this Sunday. Mavuno, hats off. I'll tell you, it was a benchmark for many other churches. And the fact that you guys started from engagement, your content, and you did even a countdown, and even there was a preamble message where Pastor Moredi came and told his people, hey, we're going to be having live streaming services at this particular time. That is how you gear people into the bus. And now remember, once they get into the bus, it's a movement, it's a journey. Now you're taking them and you make sure there's no person who should drop off. So Sunday, we're in the bus. You've given us live stream. Now what happens? You have to repurpose this content, my friends. You cannot just give us a block sermon and be like, I did my part and that's it. Monday, chop the content into bit sizes and give us indigestible bits so that we can say Monday we've understood something from it, and that's the big differentiator. What we're going to do from Monday to Saturday is what makes a difference with us with the churches.
Another church that I can be able to big up, and this is not really a review, but that's stuff that also we were involved in a previous agency, was Sitam Church Online, CCO. Sitam Church Online were doing what we call DEE. Now for the DEE, it's the place where and the space where they were coming and having conversations to all forms of demographics in terms of teens, young adults, guys between 30 and 40, the other guys between above 45. Bishop Okinde was also coming and giving sermonettes also and just speaking to people. Now what happens with this kind of content is that you're engaging your flock in between the week and helping them to have conversations and finding out, as Kenjie rightfully said, listening to the congregation and your consumers and your audience, and listening to them and finding out this content, is it working in their life? What more of kind of this content do you want us to be able to do? Now that is where majority of churches need to check into. And this is the space where now pastors may need to vlog, show your whole day, show as you go out to missions and outreach, you may need to show that what is happening. This is a space where your young pastors and youth pastors will need to check onto TikTok and start giving 60-second sermonettes with full wordings and graphics and stuff like that, so that they can be able to engage with the audience on those platforms, because that's where the young guys are and the youth demographic are. Snapchat, you name it, Instagram stories. So these are the spaces you can be able to check into, so that then you have a one-on-one, not really one-on-one, but if you get it, one-on-one interaction with your flock in between the week. And then now comes the great question: what kind of a call to action do you have with your Sunday live digital reflection sermons and your in-between week content pieces, either the sermon that you've chopped up or independent exclusive content that you have done? This is where now we bring in the conversational commerce conversation. And this is where now you need to be able to rope in and have one-on-one private conversations with your audience. Remember, folks, social media is going private. One-on-one interactions are the things that are budding and the things that will be the driving factor and force in anything to do with digital.